as a craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C-Certified Brewhead, and welcome to another edition of Beer Mail here on BAOS. This evening, as always, we have 5 beers and even fire co-hosts. Richard Bass in the building.
What up? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. How are you?
Excellent.
Been a minute.
Been a minute.
What was the last one you did? Was it Town or was you the
Town? Town.
Really?
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, it was the big one. But you were here for the 14th Star on the Bent Hill ones, so you got to yam the beers.
I did get to yam them.
But this is a fantastic beer mail. So huge shout to Michael and Elora at Maltstrom in what's the area called? Notre Dame de Prairie, I believe. Super sick brewery. We did a podcast in, I want to say like April maybe with them. And excuse me, Mans laced us with these barrel aged beers. We drank 3 of them during the podcast, but figured this was worth another beer mail video. I've had these sitting there for a while. I don't know why. I've been getting caught up with beer mails, Rich. We've been very blessed with beer in the mail.
Yeah.
Beer in the mail.
Beer in the mail.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna need some help. Rich came through.
Boom.
Like a triple OG. So we have 4 great beers. I don't know if any of these are available anymore. If you want them, maybe try trade. I don't know. So either way, Maltstrom of the shit, and you guys need to know about it. So we have 4. First is a can. It's a tropical grisette with peach and pineapple, and also Galaxy and Rakowa hops right there. And this is aged for 8 months in a oak or wooden barrel. Fruit de chien. I think it's like a. Is that oak?
I think that's oak. No?
Oak. I'm pretty sure. Any French people can tell us if we're incorrect. We have the Set Carré Farmhouse Brett IPA. So this is their regular farmhouse beer. Also, I guess, finished in a oak barrel with Brett added. I don't know if I would have called this one necessarily an IPA. Like, they have like a farmhouse blanche, which I think that's the one aged in it. This one is their Bomb IXPL India Extra Pale Ale de Prairie with Brett, aged also in oak barrel.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty cool, with a bit of 1-2 Brett, and it's finished with Nelson Sauvin Mosaic and Galaxy. And finally, this is one I haven't had. It's their Russian Imperial Stout, 11.9%. That's why you need a mate. And this one, I don't know if there's anything specific. It's at 11.9. You know what it usually is? Like, it doesn't say anything about it.
Doesn't say.
No. Finished for several months in American oak barrels, I guess that's what that means. A lot of the time, and particularly with the barrel aged stuff, whatever it says on the bottle or can, it's like, yeah, take it with a grain of salt. I think it's like it can change, as well as like, I think there's reasons for doing certain things. I've had breweries explicitly say, I don't know, it says this, but it's more this.
Right, fair enough.
I don't know why they do that.
Maybe it sounds fancier.
Probably sounds better, and maybe it's because it's almost like, well, if it says it's 11 but it's 15, say.
Right.
Like, I think it's a tax thing because they would charge more, probably, for them to sell it with higher taxes. Yeah. So I think it's something like that.
That makes sense.
Before we go any further, the BrewHeads opener, you already know what it is. Link in the description for the discount code.
Boom.
I always forget the word. BrewHeads are amazing, of course. Pretty penny. Bam. You know what's up. All right, start off with the Grisette. Have you had many Grisettes? Or any?
I have not.
No? Grisettes are... whoa, shoot. I guess the little brother of a Saison. Alright, okay. So I remember having this during the podcast and being like, oh man, I wish we had more. Oh, hang on, let me go down here. There we go. See the other camera can get that. You see that?
Let them see it.
Yeah, let me see that. Hold that for 1 sec. Thank you, sir.
I'll hold it for more than 1 second.
Don't you worry about that. I wanted to see if there was any like yeasty finishes at the bottom. So some bit. There you go. See that? We need the chunks.
Gotta get the chunks.
There wasn't any chunks as such. So, yeah, tropical grisette, peach pineapple, 4.2%, aged 8 months in barrels. Put it in. Fantastic. They held up well. It's fruity.
Yeah.
It's definitely very soft. You can get that barrel.
Yeah.
Get the barrel in there.
A little sour.
A little sour, a little funky. Did this have Brett in it too? No Brett. Or at least no souring specifically. Grisette by nature is a little bit funky.
You can definitely taste the pineapple.
Yeah, it's totally the pineapple. Peach. It was peach. I'm going to keep grabbing this can. Yeah, it was peach. Peach pineapple.
Peach pineapple, yeah.
Definitely taste the pineapple. Peach is always super soft. And maybe... I don't know, because it was aged, it's probably okay. That's why I wasn't rushing to do these beers, because I knew that all of them were like safe to let sit for a bit because
Right.
they've already been aged. It wasn't like, particularly the IXPL, which is like a beer you'd want to drink quickly.
Right.
Generally, I think these barrel aged ones are certainly like good to go for a while. But this held up really, really nice. Just crushable. 4.2 as well. Nice, refreshing.
It's a good like summer day beer.
Yeah, we kind of missed the boat on the whole
But it's good
summer
at
day
all
thing.
times.
It's cold day, but you know exactly. It's good all year round. Yeah, I really enjoy this one. I think this is a gem. I hope they do bring it back, even without being barrel aged, like because these were specific, like a certain release. But very, very cool. All right, next up, Rich, set carré. I guess 7 squares or squared. 7 squared.
Sure.
Carré is squared. Shit, I don't know.
I don't know. My French is pretty good, but my
Not too
vocab
sure.
is loud.
Oh, so this is going to explode? No, it's okay. Look, it was about to. So this bad boy, if I'm not mistaken, once again, it says Farmhouse Brett IPA. They have a... one thing I do love about Maltstrom, or a fun fact, is everything they do is lagered. That's their, like...
That's their thing.
Their shtick, that's their steez. Welcome. I was trying to make sure we get about the same amount. I like a quality, Rich.
Of course. Man's
so,
equal.
All day, right? 7%.
7%.
So they have a Farmhouse Blanche. So like, and it tastes like almost like a fruity IPA. Like their dry hopping is just next level. So I was fairly sure when we drank this during the podcast that that's what it was.
Right.
I might be incorrect because it says IPA and the other one's certainly not an IPA at all.
Right.
And they don't do IPAs because everything's lagered. So unless this is the wort, and then they've gone and chucked that in barrels, they go and lager the rest and make something, and then this one. But this has definitely added, Brett, and it was aged in French barrels, aged for 7 months, dry hopped with Raquel and Enigma, so it should be nice and fruity. So looking at even like the color difference between these two, like look at that, like like totally like brown. Smells kind of funky. Well, let's find out.
Get it in you.
Get it in you. Nice. Oof. It's intense.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that word? Maybe it's the Brett. And it tastes kind of boozy.
I was going to say that.
It's boozy,
a bit
yeah?
boozy,
Even though it's only 7%. Shit,
You
I
can
didn't-
taste it, yeah.
I was genuinely considering doing this myself. Can you imagine?
You wouldn't have made it.
I wouldn't have made it. Yeah, I like this, man.
It's good. It's smooth.
It's smooth. I feel like it's bittered up a little bit. It's
bit.
very creamy. It's a little bitter from memory. Oh, man, we were a little bit like trash during that podcast. I was just throwing around the beer.
That's what happens.
Right? You know,
They take care
better
of
than
it.
anybody.
They take
you know.
care.
Everybody takes care of us very, very well. And it was very cool of them as well to break out these beers, that somewhat difficult to get. This was like line out of the door type of stuff when they released these guys earlier this year. Yeah, I like that a lot. Nice and chill. I don't think I could drink a lot of it.
Right. Like,
'Cause it's
this
intense.
is enough.
This is plenty. Splitting
Yeah.
the bottle, I mean, you could probably even go like 3 ways. If you go 4 ways, it'd probably be not enough. Because we split bottles between 4 of us. Maybe even 5 because Tiff was there. I'm not sure.
I was drinking.
Yeah? So we had like 2 or 3
Little,
ounces
yeah.
each. It just wasn't enough. So I was very much looking forward to the Grisette to have more of that. This one is a little more intense than I recall. But like I said, you know how it goes. IXPL time, Rich.
I'm excited.
So this is honestly in my like top 2 or 3 favorite beers in Quebec.
Wow.
I love it
High
so
praise.
much. Have you had the IXPL?
I have not.
Oh,
I've heard you rave about it.
oh, dude, I have to get it for you. Like, it's so good. It's so good. So this is that just aged in barrels. So this beer was one of the... It was kind of like... It had a similar profile to Heady Topper, I always thought. I'm not
Okay.
sure if I was boosting a little on that tip.
Because we know how you feel about Heady Top.
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of lost my obsession for it lately. I think my palate's finally moved on. But this reminded me of that same fruitiness, right? So this version has... this has been aged in Sauvignon Sauv Blanc. Hang on. Independently finished in Fût de Sauv Blanc with 2 souche de la Vieux. 2, like, additions, maybe, of Brett. Like, wild yeast.
Okay, yeah.
And they dry hop with Nelson, Sauvin, Mosaic, and Galaxy. The Nelson is perfect because it's a Sauv Blanc barrel. Very winey vibes from Nelson. Okay. And this is... What's the percent on this? 6.9.
6.9.
Or oh, hang on. Is that 6.9? Is that... That's 6.0.
That's a 6.0.
My bad.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Little opaque.
Yeah. Can slightly.
Oh, definitely smells like you smell the bread.
Big time.
Well, get in ya.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great. See, this is a
Really
lot
good.
smoother than the Farmhouse.
Yeah.
Definitely has a has that sort of fruitiness that the original has. Not to the same degree. It's got that wininess that complements
Yeah.
the Brett, and that's kind of more the forward flavor. Would you agree?
Yeah, you can definitely taste the wininess.
Mm.
And it's really smooth.
Yeah.
Not boozy at all.
No, and it's almost I like the word chewy. I guess I should have swapped these around. Actually, I just thought this was going to be more hectic. I should have looked at the ABVs, but there's like a I don't know if that makes sense to you if I say chewy, like it's like this thickness and like a texture to the beer that's
totally.
more than just viscous and thick. It's like
Mhm.
this like damn near tangible. Well, tangible's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Like you can sink your teeth into this
Yeah,
shit.
totally.
Some beers have it occasionally. I've had it a lot in this is Pet Nat. What is it? Pétillant Naturel. It's a type of wine that Rosewood makes.
Right, okay.
Speaking of Rosewood, represent Ontario's finest. And they make this fantastic wine. That was one of the first times I got that texture. And then I've had it in a few other beers since. Not super common, but I really
Here it
enjoy
is.
it. Here it is. Yeah. I'm looking forward to drinking that bad boy. That's going to be good. The big one,
All right,
Rich.
here we go.
The 11.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm genuinely scared. I left this out a little bit, so hopefully...
Because I had an 11 at the Oktoberfest.
What'd you have?
And
Rich
it was...
started off like
From
I
what?
instantly regretted
he's
getting
like,
it.
I regret this.
I can't remember which brewery it was from.
Was it from the Craft House?
Yeah. It
I
was
was like, damn, started out
11.
big, eh? And he's
Was
like,
it stout?
I regret this.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
It was good though, but it was boozy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was really boozy.
Yeah,
And Mans was mashed after that.
Oh, yeah. It's like okay, so there's two schools of thoughts, though, right? Thoughts, wow. Two schools of thought about these things. Like, if you think about it, it's better to start with the boozier ones and then... It's like start, like, bold and then work your way down
Work
to,
down.
like, a 5% or whatever. As opposed to finishing, like I did the other night,
Right.
on, like, a...
Because then you're just ramping up.
and you're ramping up
drunk.
and you... Exactly, just slowly getting drunker and drunker. So I would typically go...
Low to high.
low to high. But I think there is some wisdom in that because Scott was
High to
doing
low.
that too, high to low. So
Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
no, you just ordered it. And
It
you
was
were
a...
like, oh,
I was
shit.
like, oh... Right.
Luckily though, they were very small pours,
Yeah.
like 8 ounces.
It
I
had a
think-
cool name, okay?
All right, marketing is key, brewers. So Maltstrom Russian Imperial Stout, 11.9%. Just says affiné plusieurs mois, so like just several months in American oak.
I hope that means oak.
Chien Barriques de Chien. I'm pretty sure that means oak. Someone's going to correct us angrily if it's wrong anyway. You know how it goes.
Désolé.
Yeah.
Woo!
This smells a lot like the one I had.
Yeah, oh, bringing back memories. Triggered.
You can like I'm getting drunk smelling this.
Yeah. Oh, you will be. Well, put it in you. Hey, that's really smooth. I was ready to be like, ooh, but it's actually...
It's not that boozy at all.
I think that's a sign of a well-made beer. If you can put 11.9%, like I said, potentially, higher, just knowing how things roll, and it's that smooth. Chocolatey. Slightly bitter, but the chocolate is velvet. It's lighter. I thought it'd be a little thicker for this.
Yeah, it's pretty light.
Yeah, right?
considering.
For considering the booziness. I don't feel like overly punched in the face with oak vibes either. This is probably quite a lot of beer for 11.5, even between two people. What the hell I was thinking? I could have done this by myself. What an idiot.
It wouldn't have survived.
I would not have. This is so funny to me. Yeah, this is crazy. Well, I like that one a lot.
It's good.
Yeah, it's intense.
Like you could drink this with I don't know, with like a steak or something. I feel like
Yeah, and it's still complimented during the meal without sort of taking away from it too much.
Totally.
Like a steak could be a good one, just because it's those rich chocolatey flavors and stuff that would go well. But fantastic lineup, damn near was gonna say all the colors of the rainbow.
Two
but
thumbs
it's
up.
really not. 2 thumbs up. So definitely check out Maltstrom. Like I said, one of my favorite breweries in Quebec. They should be pretty easily accessible around Montreal right now. Hopefully around most of Quebec. They have about 4 to 6 regular cans, and I'm seeing them more and more often. Their system's really not huge. They just expanded, so I think that's probably why you're seeing
some more of them.
Yeah, particularly like the IXPL, which is like takes longer, and everything's lagered, so it takes a while.
Time,
right?
yeah.
And they have like all fridges for all the fermenters and stuff. So, their barrel program's only expanding. They bust out the Brute, which we tried at Fuduni. Did you try it? Maybe you weren't, because I feel like we just disappeared for a while. We all separated,
right,
and
we
then met back
separated,
up, and
yeah.
then separated and stuff.
Yeah. I think I had it though.
You had it?
Yeah. I remember because it was one of the first ones we had. I think
one of the early ones. I remember
Yeah.
we had Jeff from town. We took everyone, and we all got it, and then both Michael and Laura were there.
Yeah, I remember.
But I want to get the Brute again in a bottle. Like I got to have Noah's other one, Noah's collab with Sutton, the other night separately, and I think that's just like because I don't know what it's like. You're drinking like constantly. You don't really get to soak it up.
That's it.
So Maltstrom is super fire. Also, just remember, I'm wearing Notion's t-shirt here. We have a couple of these still available that were left over from our last tour a couple of years ago. So Notion's my brother, he's an MC. Check him out. Link in the description. All the beats are done by Notion that are on this. Most of the beats anyway. Sometimes not everything. But check him out. Fire. Lots of new music coming as well. So guys, that is it. If you enjoyed the episode, bam, smash the thumbs up. Hit subscribe below. Hit the notification bell. Ding. So you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast. Rich, where can they follow you?
Instagram, king.richard, 2 Ds.
2 Ds. Not 1. 2.
But 2.
And lastly, follow us on for all the talkie media on Spotify. Hit rate, review, subscribe on Apple Podcasts. We have a whole bunch of new content coming up. As always, got the Colorado and Vermont stuff right as of right now, so I don't know when this will drop. Either way, it's always fire. Smart people talking about beer. You know what it is, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. As always, get it in ya.
Get it in ya.